Hi there, friends at home. In this video, I will be doing today's math lesson with you. We are on lesson 13.4, which is compose more two-dimensional shapes. And it begins on page 495, 495. Now, yesterday we cut out the shapes and we were using them to manipulate and make new shapes. Today we're going to be doing the same thing, but this time we will be using different shapes than what we cut out yesterday. And instead of using the hands-on pieces, we're going to be using our brains to try to manipulate the shapes, okay? We'll work on our spatial relation in our brains. So we're looking at these semicircles and squares and building bigger shapes, okay? So it says Sarah has some green semicircles and some blue squares. She makes these new shapes. So she started with two curved shapes and she made a new half circle. She started with two squares and she made a rectangle. Then you can use two half circles to make a circle. And she used two rectangles to make this shape that kind of almost looks like an upside down L, doesn't it? All right, so now what they want us to do at the bottom here is draw lines to show how we could use these shapes to build this shape. So basically, if we're using four little squares to make a big square, then you're going to draw lines like this, almost like if you were cutting it apart. That's how we would break that one up. Do you understand that? And then for this one, you'll do the same thing. If you were to take these four shapes and put them together to make a circle, you would put them together like that. So go ahead right now and make those little crosses. And do you see how the circle now is made up of those four shapes? And the square is made up of those four shapes? All right, now let's turn the page. And we're going to do the same thing here. Showing how we could build these shapes. So the first one they did for us, you could take two squares and you put two squares together to make a rectangle, so you can trace that line. How would we draw a line here to use these two semicircles to make a half circle? Ava June, where would the line go? Right down the middle. Good job. So go ahead and draw a line right down the middle, and now we have those two curved semicircles making a half circle. Isaac, where would the line go to make this shape? Top down, right? Yes, good job. So we have two tall rectangles put together to make one big, fat, tall rectangle. Now this one's a little bit trickier. We're kind of making a Pac-Man. Drew, how would I do it? Where would I put my line? Where would I put my line? Not sure? Mateo, where would the line go?
So you know where the little spot is covered up?
Right here?
Yeah.
And it would go to here?
Yeah.
So we could either go this way or this way. Okay? So you have one half circle and one semicircle. You see that? Or you could put it this way and have your semicircle here and your half circle there. Either way would be correct. All right, for number 7, it says draw lines to show how you can make shape A with squares. And then draw lines to show other shapes you could use to make shape B. So this one is actually made up of how many squares? Does anybody want to take a guess? I think it's more than 2. Connor?
4.
You think it's 4? I don't know about 4. I'm thinking it's about 3. Watch. 1, 2. See how 3 squares made that shape?
I was going to guess 3.
And then if I wanted to do other shape, what other shape could I use? Well, what if I did this? What if I went like this? Could I do triangles to make that? Look at that one. I made 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles to make that shape. We could do that, couldn't we? All right, how could we use 2 semicircles and 1 half circle to make a circle? Well, if I go like this, there's my half circle, and if I go like this, there's my 2 semicircles, right? So go ahead and draw those lines.
But like it's 2.
2 of these, 1, 2, and 1 of these, 1.
Oh, I thought you said 1 and 1.
Oh no, 2 and 1. Okay? All right, let's go now to the top of the next page. This first part is just a review. So let's go down here. They did number 2 for us. It said draw a line to show how you could use 2-dimensional shapes to make the new shape. So we could use 2 half circles to make a whole circle. Johnny, how could we use 4 of these to make a circle?
You do like a cross.
You do like a cross, exactly. So 4 of them go together like a pizza, and you get your circle. Isaac, how could I use 4 of these to make the big square?
So like you can make lines to make like big lines to make it big square.
So I cut it down the middle both ways, like this and this. Is that what you guys did?
Yeah.
Awesome.
It looks like a window.
All right, I need to use 2 of these, Emma. Where should I put my line? If I put 2 of these rectangles together, where would my line go here? So if I put the line this way, going up and down, that would not work. Because if I put the line going this way, my shapes are like squares almost. But what if I put the line going this way?
Yeah.
Would that work? Yeah, so let's do our line straight across. 2 rectangles to make that fat rectangle. Ooh, Mateo, this one's kind of tricky. How would we do it? Okay. We're going to use 4 triangles. What if we crisscross from the corners? Let's try it. Connect our corners. Crisscross your corners. And now you have 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles to make the square. And how would we make this uppercase I using 3 of those little rectangles? Isaac, since your name starts with an I, why don't you come show us?
So how we can make it that we can use that hand to make it there, that hand will make it like this.
So we go here
Yeah.
and here. So then we would have 1, 2, and 3, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you, Isaac. All right, go ahead and turn the page. And now we're going to be connecting. It says they used 2 squares to make that rectangle. If we had 3 of these, what shape could we make? Serafina, if I had 3 of these, which of these shapes could I make?
A circle.
A whole circle with only 3?
That half circle.
Oh, like the Pac-Man shape? Yeah, look at it. 1, 2, 3. So let's connect. If I had 4 of these, Drew, which shape could I make?
Circle.
A circle. You got it. Bing, bong, boom. And if I had 3 of these, which one would I make? Mateo?
The top one.
Yeah, see? 1, 2, 3. Good job.
I'm good at this.
Yeah. All right, it says use 2 rectangles to draw a shape with 4 sides or 6 sides. How could I do it? Draw some. Use 2 rectangles. Draw a shape with 4 sides. So there's 2 rectangles made a shape with 4 sides. Or draw a shape with 6 sides. How would I do it, Connor?
I was going to do the square one.
Oh, you were going to do that one? Honey, don't do that with your chair. I don't want you to get hurt. Can anyone use 2 rectangles to draw a shape with 6 sides? Come show us, Isaac. What'd you come up with?
So we can make 1, 2, then 3, then 4.
Well, we want a shape that has 6 sides. 2 rectangles, 6 sides.
Can I make it with a hexagon?
What if we did this? A rectangle this way and a rectangle this way. How many sides is that?
2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right?
How is it 6? We're making L.
6 sides. Here's a side, 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 and here's a side.
I thought you were something else.
6 sides, right?
Yep.
All right, how could we use 4 squares to make a larger square? Well, that's easy. Draw a large square and then cut it, split, splat. All right, friends, I think that you've got a pretty good understanding of these two-dimensional shapes. So what I want you to do right now is tear out this purple Check Your Progress page. Put your name on it right away, and then put this in your Return to School folder. This is homework due tomorrow. Friends at home, you can work on it right now, or you can wait till this evening, whichever you choose. Make sure you take a picture and turn it in tomorrow. Bye, friends.